This video will give you a general overview of how to navigate Canvas. However, this video was not made by any of your instructors. Instead, it was made by me. My name is Jane and I work at KCC's Center for Teaching and Learning, or the CTL. One of the CTL's many jobs at KCC is to help students use Canvas. So let's take a little Canvas tour. But before we get started, please keep in mind that your instructors may have their Canvas courses arranged differently. So your classes may look a little different or very different from what you see in this video. Additionally, this video is about using Canvas through a browser on a computer. If you're accessing Canvas through the Canvas app on your phone, it will look completely different. Lastly, while all KCC courses do have a Canvas component, Canvas shells for in-person courses usually look different from those for online classes. So please keep all of that in mind as you watch this video, and let's get started. After you log into Canvas, you will probably see something like this. This is your Canvas dashboard. I have a lot of courses on my dashboard, and you probably won't have nearly as many as I have. You can open each of your courses from here. Now, your dashboard might look different, either like this, or perhaps like this. We recommend that you click on the three dots at the upper right of the screen and select Card View. This will give you a screen similar to mine. We think that this is the best way to view your dashboard. These colored squares are called course cards. Click on a course card to open a course. This is a sample course. As your instructors can organize their Canvas courses in the way that seems best to them, your courses will look different, but the general structure will be the same. Your course will open either to an image and a little bit of text, which is a homepage like this, or it will open directly to your course modules, which will look something like this, depending on what your instructor chooses. Any recent announcements from your instructor will appear at the top of the homepage, so you should always check here for up-to-date information about your class. A decorative homepage like this will probably have some introductory information below the decorative image, and it will probably have a Start Here or Begin Here link of some kind to show you where to begin. If it doesn't, you should start by clicking on Modules. If your course doesn't have a decorative homepage, it will open directly to Modules. The Modules page will look something like this, although again, it will be organized differently for every class. Most instructors have a module near the top named something like Start Here, Welcome, or Week 0. That is where you should begin. Instructors also usually have content grouped by week. So after the Start Here module, you will usually have a Week 1 module, and then a Week 2 module, and so on. Depending on how your instructor has set up your course, you may only be able to see the Start Here and Week 1 modules at the beginning of the term. This doesn't mean that your course is very short, it just means that your instructor hasn't published the rest of the content in the course yet. Don't worry, it's coming. To navigate through your course, you should start in the Start Here, Welcome, Week 0, whatever it's called, that module. Click on the first item in the module. This is usually some kind of welcome message from your instructor and/or important information about the course. When you're ready to move to the next item in the module, just click the Next button. Clicking Next through the modules is the best way to navigate through your course in Canvas. Near the beginning of your course, you will probably see the KCC Institutional Syllabus and your class's course syllabus. These are guides to KCC and to your classes. The institutional syllabus gives you important information about the KCC policies you will need to follow as a student, and the course syllabus tells you what will be expected of you in your specific class. The syllabi are usually followed by a required syllabus quiz. The syllabus quiz is very important for two reasons. First, it shows that you have read and understood the syllabi, and second, if you're in an online class, it serves as proof of your attendance during the first week of online classes. If you are attending an in-person class, attendance is based on physical attendance in the classroom. Attendance during the first week of classes is required for you to receive your financial aid, so be sure to go to class and or complete your first online assignments by their due dates. As I mentioned, each course will look different depending on your instructor. However, course modules usually follow roughly this pattern: agenda, lessons, discussion, assignments, and quizzes. You should go through this material in order as it appears in your modules. Agendas contain information about what will appear in the rest of that week's module and what activities and assignments you will need to do that week. Lessons might appear in the form of videos, presentations, files, or links to other websites. You should study these materials. Now let's take a look at how you will submit the different types of assignments your course might have. We'll go over the most common types of Canvas assignments, although be aware that you may be required to complete other types of assignments depending on what you're studying. If you've been assigned an online discussion, you will likely be required to submit one original post in response to the instructions and a minimum of 2 replies to your classmates' posts. After you've read the discussion's instructions, click on Reply. Type your response into the box and then click the Reply button again. To reply to a classmate, just click the reply link under a classmate's post, type your reply, and click the Reply button yet again. Some instructors use a different program inside of Canvas called Harmonize for their discussions. If you see this logo, you'll know that it's a Harmonize discussion. To learn more about Harmonize products, please check out our YouTube channel at youtube.com/@CTL Klamath Community College and search for Harmonize. You will likely have Canvas assignments too, especially if you're studying in an online or HyFlex class. Clicking on the assignments link in a module will bring you to the assignment's instructions. When you're ready to submit an assignment, start by clicking on the Start Assignment button. If you are uploading a file, click on the rocket ship, locate the file on your device, click Open, and then click Submit Assignment. You might also be asked to type directly into Canvas. Do this in the text entry box and then click Submit Assignment. You will know your assignment has been submitted when you see the digital confetti on your screen. You will probably also see quizzes, such as the syllabus quiz that we talked about earlier. Canvas has 2 types of commonly used quizzes. They're pretty similar. The only real difference from your point of view is that you will start one of the quiz types by clicking on the Take the Quiz button, while you start the other type by clicking Begin. After you have answered all of the questions, be sure to click the Submit button. Your instructor may also have you take quizzes using extra exam security systems such as Respondus Lockdown Browser or Proctor 360. If that is the case, your instructor will provide you with more detailed instructions on how to access quizzes using these tools. For other how-to videos related to Canvas, please visit wakelet.com, that's wakelet.com/@KCCCTL, and click on How-to Videos for KCC Students. If there's anything that you'd like a video on that we don't have, or if you have any Canvas-related questions, please feel free to reach out to the CTL at ctl@klamathcc.edu, by phone at 541-880-2374, or just stop by Building 3, Room 350. We look forward to helping you.